Hi, this is Megan Friedel from the Wisconsin Center for the Blind and Visually Impaired. In this video, I am going to be talking a little bit about accessing books and pointing you towards some great resources about various aspects of accessing books on the BrailleNote Touch Plus. Excuse me. There are some new things on the BrailleNote Touch Plus when it comes to accessing books. If you've used the BrailleNote Touch Plus, the BrailleNote Touch before, you are probably used to using the Victor Reader for accessing books. However, the Dolphin Easyreader Plus replaces the Victor Reader. There are some cool features to the Dolphin Easyreader Plus, and one of those main ones is you have access to 4 different libraries such as Bookshare, EPUB Books, Project Gutenberg, and then CELA, which is the Center for Equitable Library Access. CELA is for Canadian residents, though. You can also add like newspapers to your libraries, and like a common newspaper is NFB Newsline. It's important to note though that you're going to need a separate login for some of the libraries and newspapers, so you may find yourself prompted to log in again, even if you've already logged into Dolphin Easyreader Plus. Overall, I felt like the interface of this app was really simple. The only thing for me that felt a little bit clunky at first was getting used to the multitude of libraries. But once I figured out the login pieces, I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. So I really enjoy using this application. I think it's really user friendly. I'm going to point you to some Snapshot tutorials by Humanware. I'm not sure if I have talked much about their Snapshot tutorials in this series, but I'm a huge fan. I think that in general, companies who produce assistive technology, a big thing now is having a YouTube channel, and they use YouTube as part of their social media to educate their customers about their products, and they do a fantastic job doing it. Much of what I learn about new pieces of assistive technology when I go to teach them to students is, well, big one is, of course, reading the manual. But then my second big one is going on YouTube and seeing what is the company saying about their product. And they have some really nice videos about how to use Easyreader Plus, and I wanted to point you to those. So the first video is and these are all, I should say, all of these videos are linked in the resource document in the description of this video, so you guys have access to everything. So the first video is on managing your libraries and how to sign in. The second video is about navigating a book. And then the third video is actually part of a larger webinar, and this particular video talks about both the Easyreader Plus, but also file management. One of the cool things that you can do now in YouTube, and perhaps you've been able to do it for a long time, but I just learned about it. It's called tagging. And basically, if there are certain parts of your video that have like an important topic within your video, you can tag it and it will create a direct link to jump right to that part in the video, instead of having, like, let's say there's a video and it was 2 hours long, but you wanted to get to a certain point in the video that was maybe 5 or 10 minutes long, but you weren't sure where it was in the video. When it's tagged, you can just jump right there, which it makes me so happy because it provides so much ease of use. So the important topics that are tagged here is an overview of the Easyreader, which is likely, I don't know, it's kind of a review of the first 2 videos, but I don't think you can review too much on information. So that was one of the reasons that I really liked it. They also hit on searching for text in a book, which I think is a big skill to have. And then they also talk about an error message that's been common for folks and how to work around that. That's another reason, before I sign off on this video, another reason that I'm a big fan of company tutorials is because they often touch on, I will see in blogs and in video posts of when there's a software update or a workaround for a device. And I can't tell you, there have been times where I've really struggled with a piece of technology But had I just gone to the company website or the company YouTube channel, I would have found the fix right there, and it takes, just a couple minutes. So please, if you have permission to, access or look at different YouTube channels, definitely the producer of whatever device you use, it doesn't have to be Humanware. There's tons of companies. Check those out because they have great information. Thanks for watching.